Hello, good morning everyone. I will not be around for the following days, for the next few days. That's why I am recording this video lesson for you so that you can go back to this lesson anytime you want. So our first lesson is on mole and Avogadro's number. So let me start with the question, how many rice do you think are there in the cup? Okay, ilan sa tingin ninyo? It's probably 1,000 or more than 1,000. The thing is, you cannot count. You cannot count those individual na rice dun sa loob ng cup. Tama? Kasi nga, sobrang dami. How about here? Let us look on the part na ito mga blue. Mabibilang nyo kaya yan? Ilan? Ilan kaya? Ilan kayang beads ang meron dyan sa container na yan? Pero hindi mo mabibilang kasi sobrang dami. Tama? Ngayon, ang tanong, how do you count atoms? Paano tayo mag-count ng atoms? Do we count them one by one? Diba? Sobrang hirap mag-count. So, ngayon, our objectives are, we are going to define a mole and what is Avogadro's number, and we are also going to illustrate the relationship between a mole and Avogadro's number. So, ano bang Avogadro's number? But before that, we are going to look into the person kung sino ang nag-quantify ng number of particles. Okay, siya si Amadeo Avogadro. He is an Italian scientist, provided a number to quantify vast number of particles, the Avogadro's number. Because you cannot count individual atoms, instead, you are going to use something, a quantity, to describe the number of atoms or the number of particles. So, the Avogadro's number, or we use NA, sige, NA, okay lang din. Usually, ang mga iba, AN, Avogadro's number, but we can use NA. It is the actual number of atoms in 12 grams of carbon-12. The currently accepted value is 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. So, parang ganito lang siya. Kung sa isang dosena ng itlog, kung sa isang dosena, merong 12, sa isang mole naman ay meron tayong 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 particles. Okay? Sa isang mole ng oxygen, meron tayong 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 oxygen atoms. Okay? Usually, we round Avogadro's number to 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. It can have different units. Okay, marami siyang pwede maging units, atoms, particles, ions, or molecules, depending sa nature ng substance. For example, kapag we are only talking about an element, we will be using the unit na atom. If we are going to deal with covalent compounds or molecular compounds, syempre, ang gagamitin natin ay molecules. If ion naman yung tinatanong, ay your unit will be ions. So, tingnan natin, for example, itong mga ito, as a general unit ang particles. Okay? So, tanggap pa rin yan kasi general unit siya. So, kapag siya ay element, ang unit na gagamitin natin ay atoms. Kasi nga, sabi natin, the simplest form of a substance is an element, and an element is composed of one kind of atom. Kapag naman siya ay ionic compound, for example, ni NaCl, ang gagamitin natin ay formula units. Kapag siya ay ions, cation man yan or anion man yan, you're just going to use ions. Now, if it's covalent compound, you are going to use molecules. Magkaiba ang molecules at magkaiba ang ions. Kapag ka molecules, we are dealing with covalent compounds that are covalently bonded. So, how essential is Avogadro's number? Gaano daw siya ka-importante? So, this will be your assignment to be submitted in 1/2 crosswise. Meron pang isa, this is number 1, and the other one, this is number 2. To be submitted on, kailan ba ako babalik? Thursday. Meron ako sa Thursday. So, that will be March. Yun yung calendar ko. March 20, I guess. March 20. Along with the other activities that I will be giving to you. But you can work on it already. So, ano ba ang mole, ma'am? Sabi mo kanina, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 particles. But what is a mole? Mole is the amount of substance that contains as many elementary particles as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon-12. Sobrang haba na niyan. Ang gamitin mo na lang, that's the amount of substance. So, 1 mole is equivalent to, again, 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. For example, in 1 mole of water molecule of water is 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. And 1 mole of sodium is 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 atoms of sodium. So, ito simple exercise. We're going to identify the units kung anong gagamitin. Anong gagamitin natin kay sodium? Since si sodium ay isang element, we are going to use, of course, atoms. Tama? How about this? Barium positive 2. This is an ion, so ang gagamitin mo sa kanya ay ions. This one is a covalent compound. How do you know that it's a covalent compound? Again, when the elements bonded are non-metals. So, matik na yan, this is a molecule. Ang unit na gagamitin natin ay molecule. And how about this? Lead oxide. Okay, lead 2 oxide. And then, yeah, lead 2, whatever. Basta lead oxide na lang. Okay, so this is an ionic compound. So, ang gagamitin mo ay formula units. Okay? And for the Mg, since this is an element, you're going to use the unit atoms. Okay? Paano ba yun, ma'am? Basta ang equation mo, if you're going to get the number of particles, just the number of mole times the Avogadro's number. Ganun lang. Paano mo kukunin? For example, you have 1 mole, i-multiply mo lang siya, 6.022 times 10 raised to 22, 23. Basta yun. Times 10 raised to, Diyos ko, Avogadro's number. Your Avogadro's number, you have to remember kung 22 ba yan or 23. It's 23. That's not 22. Okay. Oh, that's it. I-multiply mo lang, i-input mo lang yan sa iyong calculator. So, Avogadro's number is equivalent to, to sum it up, Avogadro's number is equivalent to this one. A mole of a substance is made of, yan, basahin nyo na lang. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much for listening to this video lecture.